Cinnamon buns, a food that originated in Sweden, made their way across the world and are extremely popular in the US today because they are delicious and you can enjoy them at any time of the day. A certain spice that makes cinnamon buns so popular is none other than cinnamon. Its taste and smell are so familiar to us because it's such a popular ingredient that can be used in a variety of dishes, such as cookies or even meats. Cinnamon is such an important spice for many reasons, such as potential health benefits, but mostly because of its economic impact. The US spends over $101 million per year on the spice, while Mexico spends over $65 million.
Cinnamon is one of our favourite spices and a very familiar flavour. But have you ever wondered where it comes from? This fragrant spice is actually the bark of these trees. It grows here, in these lush green forests, in a country called Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka is a small country off the southern coast of India. The farmers who plant and harvest the cinnamon do it in a fairly sustainable way because it grows back relatively quickly and the farmers constantly produce more.
The cinnamon tree takes around 2 years to grow to be 12 to 15 feet tall. The farmers are continually planting new cinnamon plants to make sure they always have enough to keep up with demand. The cinnamon here in Sri Lanka is harvested by hand, using a blade like a machete. Once it has been cut down, it's tied together and then loaded onto a truck like this before being taken to the peeling factory to remove the bark. First, the branches are dipped in water to soften the bark. Then this man, called a peeler, removes knots from the branch as well as the outer bark. Then the fragrant inner bark is peeled off and packed together like this. They are then bundled up before being weighed and packed into containers.
After the cinnamon is bundled up, it is sent by boat to the UK or the US.
The cinnamon arrives at the UK factory. It is checked for quality in the laboratory. Then the most flawless sticks are packed by hand into jars. Less perfect looking sticks are ground up in this special bark mill. Once the cinnamon has been milled into a powder, it is put into jars using this machine. Finally, the jars of ground cinnamon are ready to embark on the final part of their journey, being sent to the store for you to buy and enjoy at home.
Now that we've got our cinnamon from the store, we can begin making the cinnamon buns. Here we are at my grandparents' house in central Maine. This house holds many happy, important family memories. We often celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas here with the whole family, and it's one of the few times we're all together. One of the foods that we celebrate with are my grandma's homemade cinnamon buns, made completely from scratch, even the dough. They're the best cinnamon buns I've ever had, and they always remind me of being with my family at an awesome house.
We have a cup of flour, to which we're going to add a half a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and a package of yeast. I'm going to add a cup of milk and 1/4 cup of melted butter. Then I'm going to add an egg. Would you like to try? Pull it towards you and push it away and keep turning it. This into a nice ball. Give it a little quick spray and we're going to cover it and we're going to let it sit for probably at least an hour till it doubles in bulk. We're not going to need a lot of flour, just a little. There. And spread that all over. Cut them in. We'll chop check them again in about half an hour. We're gonna just tuck those in there for about 25 minutes. Look at all the nice cinnamon on